Hi, my name is Bryson. I'm the owner and founder of Got Funny, and today I'm here to talk about my business and how I was able to use organic marketing in order to grow it to the size that it is today. And I'm going to share some actionable tips with you that you can hopefully use in your business and brand to achieve the same success that I have. Well, when it comes to growing a brand, I think a lot of mistakes that people make is just maybe not understanding what their brand is. If you don't establish that beforehand, I think you're gonna kind of struggle, maybe go through like a bit of an identity crisis, trying to figure out what it is. And often if you don't go in with like a game plan and that brand identity, you might find yourself trying to warp it to appease people, like looking at what other people are doing, like, oh, this is working really well. What if I kind of shifted my brand to be like that? And that's going to create issues, not only because you're kind of trying to echo what's already been done, but because, people aren't going to really know, okay, well, I thought they were this thing, now they're this thing. It's not going to help you build trust with your followers. In order to succeed in organic marketing, the number one thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna have to use video. Even if you're not comfortable on camera, there are other ways to do it or outsource it. Just something that showcases hey, this is who we are as a brand. This is why we stand out, what sets us apart. What works really well for me and other similar clothing brands is they do a lot of sketches, or these different bits to where the focus of the video is more so on whatever the joke or the bit they're trying to do is, and they just happen to be wearing their clothing, and it works very well because not only is the video funny in its own merit, but people will be like, that shirt in it is hilarious, where the heck do I get it? And it's a way to promote it without promoting it. Create some piece of content that is going to somehow create value in your customers or audience's lives, and it could be something as simple as making them laugh, making them smile, making something that they can share with their friends. I used to work in real estate, and the content that always did well for us is the stuff that was fun, the stuff that wasn't necessarily focused on the services that we were trying to sell, but something that people can connect with and engage with and really enjoy. Content that I know works very, very well is kind of showing how design kind of comes together. And it could be as simple as just filming your computer screen of you building the design. What I always used to tell people, things you should not do, the example I always used to use, it's a very early social media type of content. I'm talking Monday inspiration quotes. Don't do anything like that. Throwback Thursdays used to be pretty huge. There's definitely room for that kind of content, but obviously if you're gonna throw back to something that was already insanely popular back then. Also don't half-ass your content. If you're going to create content, a lot of people might tell you, especially up front, that you need to be posting as much as possible to establish your page. And there's definitely importance in making sure you are establishing and posting a good amount, but there's no point in posting low quality content, because if you just put low quality content out, you're probably gonna get low quality followers and people aren't gonna care about your brand. If you are just posting mockups, sometimes people aren't necessarily trusting of that. They want to see the t-shirts on a person. They want to see how it fits. They want to make sure that they're not going to get scammed in any way, shape, or form. So I'd say getting some samples of your products, and that helps with video creation as well, as you can now physically wear the shirts. So you don't obviously have to hire a professional photographer or do any have any sort of crazy equipment to take these well-produced mock-ups. You could just hang it up on something as long as it looks decently well, or just put it on yourself if you want to crop your face out, if you don't want your face on there. Just giving people some more physical feeling of the shirt will really help sell it as well. I'd say a big part of building your community is to interact with it, to engage with your community. People like to obviously feel like they're being heard, and a great way to do that, it could be something as simple as, responding to comments, replying to DMs. The nice thing with short form video content is it's very easy to people get super excited when I respond to DMs or, reply to their comments with a video, because it feels OMG, I never thought this person would listen to me. And then another big way you can do that, and this is maybe something that's a little bit more down the road, is finding ways to collaborate with other creators or artists, finding ways to work with people who already have a better established community, or finding like-minded creatives that you want to work with, people who have maybe inspired you. It's a great way to build connections with other people in the business. give back in a sense, doing stuff like when I created like my Pride collection for the first time, being able to like take a percentage of those sales and donate it to LGBTQ plus friendly organizations. Like that was obviously huge. My followers, people who have bought from me, they are supporting me. I want to find a way to support them and the issues that they care about. What are the things that you care about? I want to make sure that I'm doing this right.